Right. Hello. I can see the chat works. Bonnie's already said hello. Can you hear me? Is the question. Peoples? Can you hear me? Hello. Hello. I'm impatient to hear people reply on message form. Whoever's out there. Hello, whoever's out there. Hello. Oh, good. It's all right for you then, Bonnie. You get to see and hear me. Aren't you lucky? So, I am back. So, I keep disappearing because making the videos and editing was a nightmare. I'd like to record the videos and I didn't want to edit them. So I thought let's copy Bonnie at Purple Frog Stitches and let's go live once a week instead. So I thought I'd start today by talking a bit about my plan, what I've been stitching on a little bit and what I need to catch up on for WIP Go. And then I'll talk about my plans of what I want to do when I go live each week here on a Friday at 8 p.m. Party time. Party time. Yes, that's right. Fridays at 8 o'clock. You get this face for at least half an hour. Aren't you guys lucky? I have nothing on my screen that's timing this, so I have no idea if I've been half an hour or not. But we know. We'll just go with the flow. So one thing I have been working on is a model stitch because I've partnered up with a lovely lady, and I don't know if I'm going to say this right, at Massa Designs. I need to check with her how to pronounce that properly. She is an artist of beautiful flowers. Well, I think it's her mum that's the artist, and then she makes them into prints and things for her. So we're collaborating, and she's letting me chart some of her awesome artwork. So the first one I'm working on is an agapanthus. I haven't got a. This is what looks like finished picture right now. But this is where I'm at so far on this one. There's a lot of blue. I was hoping to be further along, but my bug ran away for a while, so I didn't stitch on anything. But this is how far I've got on that so far. And patter keeper friendly. Oh yeah, I made sure of that. So as long as it keeps turning out all right, and when I've fully finished it, it will be a chart that will be up for sale on my website, which is linked in the description, I believe. If not, I'll add it in. Also, WIP Go. I had all these. Whoa, dropping things everywhere. I had all these amazing WIP Go plans. I was like 3 hours per project, and I'll stick to it, and I'll keep up with it, and then I did none of it. I've started to try and get caught up on it now, so I thought I'd show you what I've done, where I'm at, and what I am going to try and catch up on. So, what we have got is Storytime Sampler by Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. So before I picked this up and I've done 6 hours, I think, roughly worth on it. So Peter Pan here was empty. I had the frame done, but inside was empty. So, oh, hang on. There we go. You can see a bit better now. So I've done all that. I was hoping that 3 hours at a pop I might get further along, but since this is 6 hours worth of work and I've not finished it yet, and there's 5 more to go, not sure I'm going to get a finish, but I will get a lot of stuff on here. So I've got 3 hours left so far on this one to get caught up on the numbers that have been called for WIP Go for this piece. So we'll see how we go with that. And then there's going to be rustling in bags because I don't plan ahead for these things. Why don't you do that? So this one's Fabulous Women by Clouds Factory, I believe. I've not worked on it, I think, since I last showed it at WIP Parade, but I'll show it anyway for those who might not have seen. Maybe, Bonnie, maybe it will be a double debut project. I have to see if I redo that. So this is where Fabulous Women is. So I've got to do I think it's one lot of 3 hours so far that's been called on this one. So we'll see how far I get on part 2 in that time. This is a Sparkly's fabric, and I've lost a bit of paper that told me the name of it. I think it's a 28 count. That's as far as I can tell you. I'm sure if you asked her, she'd let you know. Ooh, that's a good idea, Bonnie. We shall discuss this later, and then we can post about it in various places as and when necessary. So yeah, that's that one. And then I'm rustling and making a lot of noise. So sorry for those with headphones. We've also got, oh, this one's a kit with a picture, so there we go. This one is Playtime's Over, which was a DMC kit, which I started just before my son was born. He's 8 this year. So that's what it will look like when it's done. I think this one's got called once so far as well, so I've got to try and do a 3-hour session on this one, but that's where I'm at so far until I start that. Try and finish this half in that time, or at least get a massive chunk of it done. Whenever I'm stitching it, I feel like I'm not getting anywhere, and then I hold it up like this and I'm like, it's so awesome. So that's another one that I need to get caught up on. And I'm going to not rustle so much now. Let's just put that down. And then I've got Into the Jungle, also Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. I think this one might have 2 lots to do on it, so to get caught up on my goals that have been called. Still on part 1, not even finished part 1. Thank you, Bonnie. So yeah, that's where we're at. I'm trying to work out the best camera angles, so bear with. So we have that one, and I can't remember how I folded it. What else is in there? And then I think this is the last. Hang on, was that 5? What we got? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, there was 5 on the WIP board, so this is the last one. I think this one's got 3 lots. No, 5 lots of, so it's like 15 hours worth of work. I've got to try and split out on it. This is Pokemon Generation 1, and that's where I'm at on it so far. Not quite done page 1, but I'd like to think 15 hours worth of work should get that page done at least, maybe more, hopefully. So when I finished catching up on Storytime Sampler, this was the next number called, so this will be the next one that I focus on until I've got that caught up, and then I'll just work down the other ones based on when their first number was called. I've written them down on a list somewhere, but I didn't bring it with me because I'm not that organised. So yeah, so my plan, like I said then, is to stitch at least an hour a day if I can, and I can hear the husband giggling in the background. I'm sure you can't, but I can, and it's making me want to laugh because he's laughing. I don't know what he's laughing at. I just want to join in. So I want to work down. So Storytime Sampler has another 3 hours to go. Then I'll split up the 15 hours for Pokemon, and then the other ones I'll do afterwards to get them caught up. And obviously, though, as I'm going through, we'll have new numbers, so it will change everything again. But yeah, so my plan is to do once a month a live video where I show the WIPs I've worked on that month and update you all, like I've just done here. And then the other 3 weeks I'm going to do Stitch with Me's. I've worked out how to use my phone as a camera as well, so you'll be able to see my face in a corner. I think it'd be this corner somewhere over above where the chat box is, and then you'll have the work where my face is right now, so you can see what I'm working on, and we can chat and we can stitch for about half an hour. I mean, if we get into it and forget about the time like we do when we stitch, who knows, it could be forever. I mean, I doubt that, but you just don't know. Who knows how chatty we'll get? We could be there all night. I mean, we won't. I'll fall asleep, but that's not the point. So yeah, the idea is we hang out and I stitch. You can stitch with me while I'm stitching, and then you can chat like Bonnie is in the chat, and we can hang and have fun. Maybe do some weird challenges along the way. Who knows? Just come up with all sorts of fun ideas. Also, especially on the WIP update one, if I've got anything new that's come in for the shop, all details are below. I will be plugging that galore. So any new patterns that come in or new threads, you can sort of see my gentle arts hanging up. Where is it? There behind us, a little bit in the background there. It's my gentle arts threads. Aren't they pretty? So yeah. Yep, like our usual Friday nights, Bonnie, but with everybody now, not just us. And I'm running out of things to talk about. So I am going to faff about with the computer over here a minute first, so I can make sure it switches off properly, because earlier I pressed end stream on my trial run here when I made it private, and it did stop here, but then it didn't stop over on actual YouTube. So I'm just going to make sure that I'm able to make sure. I'm going to keep saying make sure. No one wants to keep hearing me say that. Where are we at? Oh, there we go. It tells me now. 16 minutes. Oh, I can make a highlight video. Oh, that'd be fun when I actually have more to show and discuss. So yeah, next Friday, 8 PM ish. Sometimes I'm a couple of minutes later because it takes a while to make the boy fall asleep because he likes to chat at bedtime. Because, you know, he's not like he's had all day to talk to his mother, is it really? You know, or at least a few hours if he's been at school. So I am going to leave it there before I ramble about all sorts of weirdness in the meantime. And next week I will see where I'll show you where I've got to. Well, I'll get out the next project I'm at. Hopefully I'll have done all my time on Storytime Sampler. It will probably be Pokemon coming out to play. I might even, I've seen a new method for full coverages, which is called the Royal Rose by Royal Stitcher. So I might give her method a go while we're here and see how it gets on, how I get on with it. But yeah, so I will say goodbye and I will see you next Friday.